ready? Am I live? Okay, I'm live. And take two. All my equipment is working. And I'm Holly Baglio, your hostess with the mostest. Broadcasting to you live from Holly Television Studios right here in my beautiful garden home state of New Jersey, USA. Good evening, America. Home of the Fourth Reich Rising. Hey, Hachi, how you doing? So, I just got finished with my interview. I got caught goofing off in the chat room on 3 different occasions and totally disrupted the interview to the point that he had to repeat the question. Maybe I don't always understand the questions I'm being asked. Okay, so here's what I need your team effort on. This is very important here. I'm expecting an ice storm, okay? I'm really tired. It's 11:15. I should have been asleep by 8 o'clock in bed. I'm not. I'm tired. I didn't get a nap today. I certainly didn't eat enough, but I did eat on a few occasions. So anyway, my whole point is this. I need an ice storm, so I'm going to need a group effort here. We need to pray for the storm to come so that way at 5 a.m. when I bat my pretty eyelashes to have to wake up from my beauty rest that didn't work, I can look at my cell phone and see, Holly, roll over, go back to sleep. Don't worry about a thing. Everything is iced in, closed down. Today's canceled, Holly. Today's canceled. Just go back to sleep. So, that's the situation. We're all going to pray for an ice storm. So tomorrow, when I wake up, I get a notification that it's canceled. I kid you not. And if I don't, you know what I'm going to do? You better hold your ears. Wake up, guys. Wake up. I'm going to get on here at 4:30 in the morning and I'm going to blow my whistle loudly. I'm sorry, honey. Hang on, I got to go. Apologize to my fur babies. Jeez, I even got my ears ringing on that. That's not so funny anymore. I'm going to stop doing that. Especially when I want to go to sleep. Bad idea. So, anyway. Okay, at least through all my anger, bitterness, and resentment, going through this whole big forgiveness process, at least I found my sense of humor. So, I feel back in my own skin. You have no idea. My system on the inside, it just feels like it's going click, 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 click. Hey, Babu. Deathbed. I love you guys. All right, so I'm off to La La Land. And I had a lot of fun doing my interview tonight. I have a lot of work ahead of me to do. So, and I'm back doing Rest the Stars training. So I'm probably not going to be online to socialize that much. Although there's some people that wrote to me that I want to get back that are in my email box. So I'll do my best to do that. But otherwise, I have some scripts to write, for Fringe Radio Network and some people to reach out to and some work to catch up on. And now's a perfect time. I get onto YouTube to see who's live and it's like crickets out there. I'm like, wow, I'm not the only one that's feeling the need to hibernate. But then again, people are reaching out to me saying, Holly, you know what? Everybody's going through a really hard time. And then it dawns on me, you know what? I just took the testimony of one dear friend that I believe I recall from the DOMS and another friend that I met many years ago when I came forward to the public. And both of them went into the hospital. Other people are struggling too. I feel bad I snapped on 2 of my friends. I will call and explain myself, but I definitely need to take a step back. One situation is just too much for me to handle. I definitely need to take a step back because I cannot wake up in the morning every morning sweating bullets, carrying the load for someone else because they don't want to do the work in their own lives to get better. And then I carry around the weight, worrying and stressing and pulling out my hair. And for what? For what? You know what? I'm going to worry about doing the work in my own life. Hey, Moa, I had so much fun tonight, Moa. I'm going to come back in the chat room and I can hang out. But I was doing well in the chat room. It's just Thomas asking me questions interrupted. I'm kidding. I'm just teasing. But yeah, I got caught 3 times. I'm so sorry to make him repeat the questions. But I had a good time. But I wanted to also engage the chat room. So I'll come back in another time when you guys are doing a show. And maybe like I can strike up some conversations with you guys. You know, and then that way I'm not live on an interview with Thomas and focused on, you know, the translator. I should know how to speak Spanish by now, but hopefully if I hang out with you guys long enough with the translator and reading it and going back and forth from English to Spanish, after a while I'll be able to read it really well. and then have fun with me trying to pronounce it. Have you guys ever heard me? No, you haven't. I didn't do so hot in Spanish when I was in high school. I passed with D's. I barely passed with D's in English. I mean, come on, a second language. I was not going to pass with an A. Well, anyway, I had this job where I was working with Spanish people, so they were teaching me all the words. And then I got this book. Hey, Jacob, it's great to see you. I got this, but yeah, I got in trouble shortly after I wrote to you in the chat room, and that about wrapped that up. So, yeah, I'll come into the chat room another time. So anyway, I had this job where I was working with a lot of Spanish people, and they were teaching me how to speak it, and I got that book, Spanish for Dummies. So I would take notes and read the book and listen to them and read the book and then start to engage in conversations and stuff. Seriously. So I went to hang out with my friends in Newark, and they thought I didn't know how to speak Spanish. It snuck up on them. They weren't paying attention. They never paid attention to me. They only paid attention to me when they wanted something. So anyway, they started talking in Spanish, and I turned around, and I looked at them, and I answered them in English. And I'm like, I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm like, you're talking about work, da-da-da-da, and you're talking about drugs, da-da-da-da, and you're talking about... And they looked at me. They're like, when did you learn Spanish? I'm like, I've only been working at the car wash for like how long now, carrying around my Spanish for Dummies book, and you just notice? Anyway, dink, dink, dink. So, yeah, I might not be able to recite it back to you the way you said it, but I know exactly what you're talking about. So, anyway, yeah, I'm going to go school myself. I'm going to have you guys teach me. I had such a good time. I really did. But I speak good Spanish. I'll try speaking Spanish for you one day. You're gonna be like, it's like nails on a chalkboard. Stop. I'm teasing. It won't be that bad, but it's not. It'll probably be more funny than anything. You'll be like, wow, you really said that word completely wrong. So, wait till I get my words mixed up. See, the people that I knew in Newark, they thought they were so smart. They were like, I said, de nada, for thank you. And they're like, no, you're saying it wrong. You got to say denargus. So I go back to work, right? And one of my car workers, I went to get them comida, whatever. And they said gracias. So instead of saying de nada, I said denargus. I'm going to kiss my ass instead. Something like that. And he looked at me He's like, what did you say? I was like, oh, no, they got me again. They got me again. I'll tell you, if there was anybody that was gullible in your group that you could get and like pull a prank and just, it was me. It was me. So people would get me all the time. Most of the time because I'm never paying attention. I got my head in the clouds, you know? So. I'm going to go out and buy another Spanish for Dummies book. Alright, guys. I'm going to go. Oh, no, I ate all my frozen fruit. I have some more in there, but they have vegetables in it, and I don't eat the vegetables, not unless they're mixed all together. What do you mean about brick houses and snowmen? My English is so bad. No. Hey, Moa. I had the translator the whole time. Uh-oh, Babu. Deaf Bread's getting all deep in the reticle on you and making you look into words and letters and stuff like that. It's great to see you, Deaf Bread. Alright, so pray for that ice storm, okay? Team effort here, guys. I want to wake up tomorrow and it be canceled. So, I don't know what I did with my little prop. What happened to it? Oh my goodness. What happened? It like disappeared. I heard about this. I heard about when stuff like this happens, right? Somebody said, Holly, I've been under spiritual attack. My keys go missing. Everything gets misplaced. Oh, here it is. I just didn't see where I put it on my desk. All right. That's a wrap for take 2. I think that was successful because the first time I did team effort and ran that video, my equipment was not working. I proved it. My video was off. Had to stop and restart the live stream. So, I think that was a pretty I think this has been a pretty professionally produced HTV video, if I don't say so myself. Wouldn't you? That's what I thought. All right, guys. Heavenly Abba, I come humbly before you, and I ask that you give everybody that I love sweet dreams, and please answer their prayers. Please send down your heavenly army of angels and stand guard around my loved ones tonight, especially during the witching hour. Have all attacks bounce off them and go back onto the people, sending them against us in Yeshua's name. I pray against any retaliation attacks. Please put our full armor on, cover us in the blood of the Lamb. Please, if we have broken pieces and altars, please, Heavenly Abba, keep us in line. Please hold us tightly in your hand. Please stay with us. Heavenly Abba, we worship you. Thank you so much for the stars and moon that you put above our head at night to sleep under. And thank you for the morning that we'll wake up to tomorrow, for a new beginning and a new chance and a new opportunity to serve you. And in my case, a new opportunity to make a complete and utter jackass out of myself publicly. Heavenly Abba, you are everything to me. With you, everything is possible. And without you, everything is wait, no. Yes. No, I got that backwards. I'm getting something backwards. Something seems off, and I think it's because I'm sleepy. So I'm going to end it there, Heavenly Abba. I ask that you pray for us because you know what we need. And because I'm asking for your blessings, I'm asking you to pray for me because you know better how to pray for me than I know how to pray for myself. And also because Heavenly Abba, I love my loved ones and I love my fur babies so much, so I want you to pray for them too. Yud Hey Vav Hey, bless Yud Hey Vav Hey, Yud Hey Vav Hey, bless Yeshua HaMashiach, Yud Hey Vav Hey, bless Holy Spirit. In Yeshua's name I pray. I love you and thank you, Selah. And on that note, everybody, go enjoy your evening. And thanks for hanging out with me. I love you. Shawnette Priest. Good night, everybody.